Errol Spence Jr., the #1 welterweight re-solidified. Although you're going to have all types of different welterweight rankings in the sport of boxing. ESPN, you got all of the different Ring Magazine, you have all the different boxing forums. I chose to look at this article from SB Nation, which reflects my thoughts for the most part on their ranking list. They have Errol Spence #1, Terence Crawford #2, Yordenis Ugas, Virgil Ortiz Jr., Jaron Ennis, and #6, Keith Thurman. It goes down to 10, but that's all the ones I really care about for the time being. Now, pretty sure everybody's going to have their different thoughts. Make sure you feel free to drop those down in the comment section. What's going on? What's going on? This your boy Get a Mic. Much love, peace, and blessings to everybody checking in from the four corners of the earth. Really appreciate y'all, man. Don't feel bad to hit that like button and that subscribe button, man. It'll do you some justice. But anyway, man, let's get right into it. This website has Errol Spence re-solidifying his spot at the #1 spot. Though, of course, just like before, you could have Terence Crawford #1. We might actually get to find out this year. PBC fighters are generally very good about not calling for fights that they know aren't going to happen for political reasons. But what Spence specifically saying he wants Crawford next, and Crawford being ready to say he wants it next too, it looks far better than ever that we'll get this fight. Now, we know Errol Spence demolished Yordenis Ugas, who actually is a really good fighter. Even before the battered eye, it looks like Errol Spence was just looking better. He was looking better in the ring. He was lean. He came in lean, mean, and he went to work. Yordenis Ugas had, basically some success in that fight. We know that. But from a boxing standpoint, just looking at how everything plays out, Errol Spence Jr., in my personal opinion, is the #1 welterweight in the division, and I'm pretty sure a lot of brothers and sisters that rock with me would agree. Now, you're going to have arguing back and forth between Terence Crawford fans, Errol Spence fans, which is perfectly fine because it's the sport of boxing that we all love, and you're going to have some back and forth. Me personally, it is what it is. I just want to see the fight. But in my opinion, Errol Spence Jr., I believe, will beat Terence Crawford when that fight happens, and we're going to continually talk about it. We're going to get into it. But as of right now, a lot of people have Terence Crawford #1 on their pound for pound list, which I don't know if I do. I'm not really sure if I'm going down with that. If you're not the best #1 in your division, how can you be pound for pound in the whole sport of boxing when you got somebody right in your division? But I guarantee you this, we're going to find out. We're going to find out hopefully soon if they make this fight happen. And then whoever wins this fight is definitely going to be #1 pound for pound, in my personal opinion. The one thing you got to look at is the fact that Errol Spence Jr. has 3 of the 4 major belts at the welterweight division, in which he actually had to dethrone all the other champions to get them. They didn't fall in his lap, and none of that. He didn't, get it by a sanctioned body just awarding it to him. He actually had to whoop all of these champions to get their belt. And in my personal opinion, on the other side, looking at things from Terence Crawford got his belt from a guy that no one really even knows where he's at right now in the world. Nobody knows where the guy at that he beat for the belt. And then Terence Crawford basically fought a bunch of guys that had already lost to Errol Spence and lost to other guys and got knockouts like Amir Khan, Kell Brook. All of those guys already been stopped. Not to say Terence Crawford isn't a good fighter. Not to say Terence Crawford possibly couldn't win versus Errol Spence Jr. But I think all things being considered, resume, world titles that he's won, and just looking at the level of competition, I think it's safe to say Errol Spence Jr. is the #1 welterweight in the way in which he's doing things in this division, the way he's stopping guys, the way he's busting up eye sockets left and right, the way he's coming back from adversity, from car crashes and eye retinas and still whooping up on folks, the way in which he's doing it at such a high level. I really think that Errol Spence Jr. re-solidified his number one welterweight status, and I don't think it should be even close. I don't even think it should be an argument, to be totally honest with you, man. But I'm pretty sure y'all gonna let me know in the comments. All the Errol Spence and Terence Crawford fans, you're gonna let me know what you think. But as far as what I'm looking at, I gotta give Errol Spence Jr. that number one spot. I mean, just look at the way that Errol is winning these fights. Look at how he's stepping on the gas. Look at how he's hitting people to the body, pounding people, pounding them, breaking eye sockets. Just look at the way he's doing things, man. He's going about things like a true champion, man, and just really, really abusing guys. And I think that's why a lot of fans get behind Errol too, because everybody likes that aggressive come forward style, that aggressive, I'm coming straight for you, I'm gonna beat you up, I'm hitting you to the ribs, I'm hitting you to the chest, I'm punching you in the arms, I'm coming forward, I'm gonna hurt you. And that's the kind of fighter Errol Spence is, man. And not only that, but when things get tough and he need to get on the inside and he need to fight coming forward, he need to fight with one foot inside the tire, Errol Spence Jr. does that better than anybody. He takes hits, but at the same time, he definitely does show that he has a chin. He have been hurt and wobbled and understand how to regain his strength and know how to get back into the fight and continue to punish opponents. He's definitely showed that he can make opponents miss. He knows how to keep you at range with that jab, keep you back, keep pressure on you. He knows how to cut the ring off better than anybody that I've seen. And just the sheer way that his mindset is and the way he goes about fights, in my opinion, no question that this guy is the number one welterweight in the sport of professional boxing, man. But that's pretty much all I got for this, but I'm not going to keep on ranting here and there. But just wanted to say that I do believe Errol Spence Jr. not only is the number one welterweight, but especially after last Saturday's fight, he re-solidified his number one spot. And it's not even close. Okay, let me stop. It's kind of close, but you know what I'm trying to say. I really think he's going to win that fight versus Terence Crawford, and we're going to continue to talk more about it. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Much love, peace, and blessings to everybody that support the channel. This your boy, Get a Mic, and I'm out of here. Peace.